Hey, welcome back to Game On Vegas. Gilberto Obregón here. Now, we already talked about the Raiders win, but now to break it all down with me, to get into the X's and O, is Ted Nguyen from The Athletic. Ted, a 20-16 win against the Cleveland Browns. Now, no Max Crosby, no Davante Adams. I know for sure those two guys weren't the problem. What worked so well tonight for the Raiders?
Well, I thought they made some smart adjustments knowing that they would be without their best players. I thought Luke Getsy, who was getting a lot of heat, made some smart adjustments in the run game, and we'll go over that. The Raiders got a little bit more aggressive on defense, playing more man-to-man coverage, and that bought some time for the pass rush to get home. So let's check out the film. After barely rushing, or not even rushing for 100 yards in the first 3 games of the season, the Raiders rush for 152 yards against the Browns, and it started with some adjustments. And this clip is going to be from last week against the Panthers. And what happens a lot with this run game is you get a lot of busted adjustments, like busted assignments, I mean. They're just not getting to their blocks. For example, here you have double teams to the inside linebacker. Harrison Bryant's supposed to block the strong safety on the backside. He goes to the inside linebacker instead, and that allows the strong safety to make a tackle on Zamir White. And let's look at this week against the Browns. They're going to line up in a similar formation. They're going to run inside zone to the left again. But let's watch what happens to the strong safety on the backside. This time, Harrison Bryant gets to that backside strong safety, gets a hat on him, and opens up a cutback lane for Alexander Mattison for maybe the Raiders' best run of the entire season. Another strategy they used was they added a lot more run-pass options to the offense. And in a run-pass option, Gardner Minshew has the option to either hand the ball off to the running back, or he can keep it and throw it depending on what this inside linebacker does. He blitzes, so Minshew does a smart thing by keeping it and throwing to the void to Jakobi Meyers, who does a nice job of running after the catch. So let's look at the defense. Again, I like what the defense did. They played more bump to run coverage that didn't give Deshaun Watson some easy throws inside. And last week, Christian Wilkins got double teamed on 23 snaps. So how do you get your best defensive tackle off of double teams? You have to run stunts. And on stunts, you have a spiker and a looper. Here, John Jenkins is going to be the spiker. He's going to come in first, and Wilkins is going to loop around him. So let's watch what Jenkins does. He's going to occupy the center by going inside of him, and that frees up Wilkins to get inside. And let's watch Wilkins' feet here. This is great feet for a big man who's able to karaoke past that spiker and get in scot-free for a sack. That's a great defensive play. And then the last play of the game for the Browns, the biggest play of the game on 4th and 3. Again, they're going to play bump and run coverage, and they're going to run a stunt. But this time, Wilkins is going to be the spiker, and Snowden is going to be the looper. But let's watch what happens on the back end in the secondary. They're going to play man-to-man coverage. Jacorian Bennett is going to follow Amari Cooper outside, and Cooper's going to form a stack alignment with a tight end. And whenever you have a stack alignment and you're playing man-to-man, you want to play banjo coverage, which means one guy has the inside receiver, one guy has the outside receiver after the release. You can see Moehrig trying to get this call into Bennett, but the Browns snap it too quickly, and they're not able to get the call in. You have a little bit of confusion, and then you end up with 2 players on Amari Cooper and nobody in a tight end. Luckily, Bennett kind of falls back into the passing lane, which causes Watson to hesitate. But let's watch what happens to Wilkins here, who's the real star. He spikes in the A-gap so hard and fast that he almost gets a sack. Once Watson hesitates, he frees up Snowden to get back there and finish the game on a sack.
I feel like I'm almost ready to be a defensive coordinator at some type of level. Maybe not the NFL, but some type of level. Now, they face the Broncos next week. What do the Raiders have to keep doing or kind of, I guess, fix against the Broncos on the road?
Yeah, I think they have to continue to play more aggressive man-to-man coverage against the Broncos. Bo Nix likes to get the ball out quickly to the receivers, so you want to just make that a little bit harder. And, you know, I was kind of against running the ball, but if they're able to run the ball like they did against the Browns, I think it would be very helpful against a very stingy Broncos pass defense.
All righty. Thank you so much, Ted. Again, Ted Nguyen from The Athletic. Please go check out his stuff. Game On Vegas will be right back after the break.